G'day friends! Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you a ton of different ways to butterfly your butterfly book. So I've got the Jane Davenport butterfly book here, and this is the insert that it comes with. So I think it works best with relatively dry media, but I found that it works with wet media too. It'll just buckle a little bit. So if you're okay with that, then you can do as I do. Otherwise you can do this abstract background with maybe markers, or maybe acrylic paints wouldn't buckle as much. But yeah, so I'm doing a basic watercolor abstract background, and what we're going to do is lay over a butterfly on top. So it's an abstract monarch butterfly background. Well, I mean, the butterfly is going to come on top, but the background is just, you know, it's just lots of layers of watercolor. I blast it with the heat tool, then go in again with some more watercolor just to punch the colors out and make it really vibrant. And yeah, so I used my brother's scanning cart. The top of the picture, the top of the video, you can see up in the left hand corner, there's the butterfly I cut out. My camera stopped filming for some dumb reason, so I'm gonna have to explain it here, but I basically cut it down the center through the body, and I just glued the body to as close to the spine, or the, you know, the middle of the 2 pages as I could, and let the wings just stay free. So then they're like a little 3-dimensional. I got some Jane Davenport washi tape, gave it some cute little eyes, and used a carbon ink fountain pen to add in some details on the antenna and on the body, just some fun little stuff. So this is Monica the Monarch Butterfly, and it's a really super fun, simple, easy way to add an interesting page to your butterfly book. The next project, the next little thing I want to show you, these are like little text boxes, and a half butterfly, and then you can, I guess I'm just going to say it's a half butterfly. I don't know really what to call this. I just had fun. Sometimes I want to write in my journal, sometimes I want to use it as a planner if I can be bothered trying to plan, but I get so upset when the pages are just blank. So this was something that I came up with. Maybe you could do it with schedules if you had tinier wings, or maybe you just needed 3 things on the page. But yeah, I wanted to decorate the page with some butterfly feeling. So I've used the swatch washi tape, and I've used the swatch from the swatch paper from the paper pad, and I had the scan and cut out some butterflies too, and I just cut them in half. So half the butterflies over there trapped in the side of the page, and the rest is where I want to write. And what I thought to do was pull out some of the color from the washi tape where it is. So where the reds are on the washi tape, I wanted to bring out the reds and splash that across the page. Where the yellows are, I wanted to put the yellows and splash them across the page, and with the greens, blues, violets, etc, etc, etc. So basically just a fun, colorful little decorative page. If you want to, I don't know, use this as a way to plan, maybe you don't have to do text boxes, maybe you can do circles or do your pie charts, whatever the planner girls do. I'm still not up on that. I need to learn. But I've got some of the little swatch girl washi tapes. I guess this just became a whole swatch exercise, because everything to do with this page is a little swatcherfly. That's what I'm trying to call these butterflies. Swatcherfly. Did it work? Do you like that? Yeah, so just writing in it, doodling. I think I write a fun fact here. That fun fact is I actually know nothing about butterflies. So really appropriate that I chose this as a project. But it's super fun. I mean, butterflies are great because they're such an easy way to add whimsy to your project. Oh, here I did a little swatch of my favorite colors from the palette. I'd say these are my favorite colors, but to be honest, I like them all. So I just chose 5 colors at random. So now I've got some more butterflies that I cut out from the scanning cart. You can cut them out by hand. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just couldn't be bothered fussy cutting, and I have a scanning cut, so I'm going to take that middleman out. Then I've got more of that washi tape, and I thought it'd be fun just to stick them straight down and not get too precious about it. I fold over the wings here because I still like that really 3D interactive feel with stuff in my journal, especially this. I got the washi tape with the heads. I don't know which one what that's called, but they're Jane girls, and I just gave the little butterflies some heads too. I think anything in your journal that's a little more interactive are the pages that I tend to go back to and play with and look through, and I thought, oh, here we're just going to decorate with some paint marker. But I thought how fun to hide some journaling underneath this wing. So I just traced around it, wrote in my little secret message, which isn't so much a secret because everyone's just seen it, but and then erased it. So it's just sitting underneath there and it's hidden, which I think is fun. So yeah, there's a fun little colorful butterfly spread of some sort. We're just going for butterfly here today, alright? So everything is just going to be butterfly themed or related or inspired. The next one though, if I'm remembering correctly, it's the caterpillar. There it is. There's Bianca. She made it into the video. So I got a photo from my iPhone that I'd taken of Bianca being an absolute glamour queen and printed it out. Then I glued it in, decorated it a tiny bit, and what I wanted to do was use this page to, I'm kind of making a little pun here, a caterpillar. And I think I'd just seen like the very, very hungry caterpillar, so there's some exhibition going on down the road. And Bianca is also very, very hungry always. So this inspired this page. But a caterpillar is kind of, you know, it is a butterfly, but just not really. But I'm going along with it because I think it fits the theme. Anyway, so the caterpillar's in there, and what I thought it'd be fun to do is get my green watercolors and mix and pull all of those really delicious greens that I had laying around. And the Jane Davenport palette with the Daniel Smith, I had 2 of those just sitting in my butterfly book, so I thought, great, I'm going to use up some of that because I love the colors, but I don't bring them out as often as I should. And then I thought, I'm going to use the whole thing, all of these little circles and I guess like circle swatches, and practice my lettering. Why not, right? It's more fun to practice it this way than it is just to write it out in lines. Albeit it takes a lot longer, but yeah, so I wanted to practice borders and wreaths, and I'm just using a carbon ink fountain pen again, just in case I want to go back over it with watercolor and I want that to stay put. This is the Jane Davenport Epic pen. I believe the brand is Platinum, so if you can't find it in the store, you'll find it on Jet Pens or somewhere. Just reach out to me if you really need to know and I can go find it for you. But yeah, so I was just practicing my hand lettering because I don't know if everyone knows, but I'm actually not that great at it. I watch it all the time. I get stuck in an Instagram video vortex. You know the recommended videos on Instagram in your search? I can get stuck on the brush lettering one for about an hour, but I never actually get inspired to practice it. Just inspired to watch it. I think it just like numbs me. Not numbs me. It relaxes me. I tune out to it. My eyes just enjoy watching it, and it's yeah, it's very therapeutic. But I thought I'd give it a go. I actually didn't know I was going to write caterpillar in there. I just, once I counted the circles and thought of the word in my head, I thought, fantastic, that worked. Because I had no idea what I was going to write in there. I could have just used them for journaling. And I guess if you wanted to do this with maybe Monday to Friday, or, what's a normal week? Sunday to Sunday? Sunday to Saturday? Maybe Monday to Saturday? Sunday? I don't know. If you wanted to do it with the days of the week, you could do that too. But yeah, just adding in some little splashes of color too, because I don't really like any negative space in my backgrounds. I always like to fill it. Well, at the moment anyway. There was a period where I was just doing one sketch on a page and leaving it, but at the moment I think I'm trying to maximize it all. There I thought I wanted butterflies, but I actually didn't. I'm putting in a nice little stitching border. It actually looks really fun with the watercolor, the stitching, and I went in with different greens to go around the border, so that was even more fun. And then I ended up blotting most of it out because I was so impatient, didn't want to wait for it to dry. Just some journaling on there about Bianca, and yeah, just practicing some more lettering, because you can never have practiced enough, can you really? So this is my the always very, 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 very hungry caterpillar, Bianca. Next project is nothing new, nothing groundbreaking, but just traced around the shape of a wing and cut it out in 2 consecutive pages. Now, I know some people won't be into this because you feel like you're taking space away from your journal, or it's essentially affecting 4 pages because you've got to deal with it on the front and back of those cutouts. But you'll never know if you really don't enjoy it unless you try it. And I did think the same way. I thought, oh, I'm going to ruin this book if I do it. But, I just jumped right in and did it because I had an interesting idea for it. And you'll see in a second, it's not a conventional idea. It's definitely been done before, but I wanted to try it. And I wanted to see if I'd enjoy it. And I actually did enjoy it. It was oddly therapeutic. I guess because it's kind of like the basic way to do it, like the really hassle-free way to do it, but I essentially just sewed into the paper. It's cardstock, so it holds pretty well, like it doesn't tear. The needle can be pushed through and it'll be fine. And I just taped down the back because I didn't know what to do. I'm not really good at figuring out knots. I didn't go to Boy Scouts, so I didn't learn how to do knots. Even though at Boy Scouts, I'm sure they're not teaching you how to knot a thread. But the washi tape worked fine. So it's the journal tape, the blank ones from Jane Davenport. I really, really like those. I like all of them, but I really, really like the blank ones because it's actually quite hard to find that. I don't know if many people know how hard it is to find. I look all the time. Every time I go to Michael's, I obviously look through all the washi supply, and it's the one they never have. So just sewing. It's just really basic black thread. I'm not, I tried doing the same thing on either side, on either wing, and then I thought it'll look a bit more fun and abstract if I just, did it intuitively, because I was just enjoying myself at that point. So it's a bit of a geometric butterfly, and, at the same time, you could just draw these lines in, but sometimes using your art journal is just about playing. It's just about having fun and doing something different, and, you never know if you're honing your skills in your art journal and you're practicing, you never know how they're going to come out in another project. I mean, this may not have been for anything now other than that I was just enjoying doing it, but who knows when I might actually need this as a solution to a problem that I come up with. So I encourage you to all just do random things, use it to play in, splash all the colors around that you don't usually splash around and see if you actually do hate it or if there's a way to make it work for you. Use products that you don't usually use. It's just, journals, the art journals, you don't have to show anyone, so you can go nuts in there and just have fun. But yeah, so I used this just to make some really fun lines, and I thought at one point I could just do a whole bunch of boxes and do my journaling inside there, but in the end I just left them, did a little bit of a text box over there, I guess, if you like. And it's actually really fun to play with. You'll see me, I'll stroke over the threads at the end of the video because they're like little springy. And it's different, It's nowhere else in any of my other art journals. This is the page where I did that. And I enjoyed it. So this is a geometric thread butterfly. This project we've got here, that's just it's the tag setting on the scan and cut. I don't think it looks like, I'm so used to using the manila tags that I was like, this is not a tag. But this is using the wings as little, what do you call them? Oh, I don't know, handles. But basically I've been using wings to, for tip-ins, so I can use them as a little handle for a tip-in, or I've also been taking the half a wing and slotting it into the center of the book and just gluing down the tip so that the wing kind of hangs loose and it looks like the little butterfly is just resting in the binding of the book. So that's something I really like too. And the back page, I've done an example of that. There's 4 on the back page, so you'll see that at the end of the video. You didn't need an explanation for that or a video on how to, because it's so incredibly simple. But here I'm just playing with different ideas on how to make butterflies. So just washi tape, little love heart stickers, the Jane Davenport journal tapes with some wings just hanging out. They don't have to be real butterflies. You don't have to sit down and draw them anatomically correct or, to scale, or even, they can just be washi tape and some doodling. And you get it. It's it infers that it is a butterfly. And it's representative. So just experiment, and you can do this with anything. Do it with faces, do it with bodies, do it with mermaids, do it with bees, I don't know, flowers. it all works. So here I was just doing it with butterflies because that's the theme I'm running with in this video. Adding some more wet media. I think I added a lot of water to this, so I'm happy that it didn't buckle too much, but I think I went in and blotted a lot of it out anyway, and blasting it with a hairdryer. This became my abstract butterfly museum, so I do a little bit of doodling on the front, and then I go back in underneath and practice drawing some wings. I, do some journaling, just write some fun stuff. Because that's what we all do, don't we? We use this for... I guess, to me, journaling used to be just having a book to write down all of your thoughts. If you couldn't process them in your head and you needed to get them out or get them down. And to me, I used to have this really negative connotation with journaling. I thought it was, if you're sad or if you're feeling depressed, you have to get a journal out and write it down so it doesn't eat away at you. I guess that's what I learned when I was 7. No, I didn't. But that's what I always thought journals were. I thought they were for very serious people that needed to express themselves, but not out loud. So now that I'm older and I realize that, art journaling specifically for me, but can literally just be anything. And a lot of the time I'm just taking the mickey out of myself or writing down things that are just funny to me because I want to go back to them and smile. I want to go back to the art that I did and be happy about it. And I want to go back to the quotes that I wrote and laugh at them. Sometimes I will write some serious stuff in there, but I've started doing it so illegibly that even if I went back and had that moment where I thought, oh goodness, James, you're being so dramatic, I couldn't even read it at this point. So so I can't be embarrassed about it. But here's the Abstract Butterfly Museum. And this was just a little lesson in finding abstract ways to make them. Washi tape, just ephemera, bits and pieces and doodles, old stickers. Do you hear how American my accent's becoming? No, it's still Australian, but it's getting a lot harder. I've been here for a while now. It's been just over 6 months. My R's are starting to go. So here we've got another one. This is actually a very simple, I don't even know if I should have even included this in the in the lesson, because this is all about using butterflies to decorate. But I thought I'd show you because it's really, really pretty. So this image, this is a Cassie, this is the shoot we did for She Leapt Off the Page, and one of the proofs that we had lying around just when we were looking at colours and how the composition was all coming together, so I'd printed off a bunch of test prints. It's actually only on copy paper, so I'm surprised it came out so vibrant. But yeah, so I was just using all of these printed out butterflies from Twisted Papers, I think it is. Yeah, I get a lot of this ephemera that I print out from Twisted Papers, which is a really great library of scanned images. So this was just decorating with them and doodling, and I love it. Alright, I'm going to flip through the entire thing and I'm going to show you how it all came together. And I hope you enjoy seeing everything. At the end, you'll see the little tipped-in butterflies in the book binding. I hope you go out and do something butterfly-y with your butterfly book and share it with us all. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you get inspired in any which way you like. And Bianca says bye. Bye, everyone.